99 bottles, yeah, we've got 'em all. Line 'em all up and we'll drink till we fall. 'Cause Arthur Cantina's the best liquor store. Arthur Cantina, you'll never need more.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Art the Cantina podcast. This is your host, Anthony, and this other guy, JP, who's, I don't know.
Tired, man.
New day, new start.
New day. I'm still, new day. I'm not hungover from the Halloween party from last week. Put the microphone higher, man.
We got high.
Guys, never podcasted before in his life. Welcome to another wonderful episode of the Arthur Cantina podcast. What are we tasting?
We are tasting Coke Zero Oreo Special Edition. It is a bizarre concoction made by the people from Coca-Cola. But we're going to drink the tequila first.
We do tequila first?
Because we're going to nuke our palate with this Coca-Cola Zero.
Okay. Full disclosure. I've had this tequila before. It's fantastic. And I always recommend it to people. I'm glad we can do a taste of it. Why are you doing that?
I don't know how you're going to fill mine up, but I'm going to try to hit it to you.
No. I'm going to fill my own up. This tequila, I'm not a tequila drinker. I don't like tequila at all, quite honestly. But this one's really good. Another slidable bottle. On the nose, very sweet on the nose. I'm going to dive right into it.
Tapatio Blanco.
Tapatio Blanco. What does Tapatio mean?
Tapatio means the tapper. I have no idea.
I think it's like dancing.
I have no clue.
Right? Don't you do isn't that like a Mexican dance, the Tapatio? You dance around the fucking
No idea. Every part
like
of Mexico.
is it the Mexican tarantella? Is the Tapatio?
I guess. Where is this from? This is from Oaxaca?
It's from Mexico.
So, yeah, Mexico, I know, but it's like saying United States.
Cheers. Now, it's what? What do we price that? That's a liter too. For $50.
Arandas JL. I guess that's Jalisco.
I think it's one of the better tequilas we have. And I always recommend it to people, and they get scared of the bottle, because the bottle, I don't know if that's focusing. Either way, bottle is like I always say, it looks like something you find at a gas station. It's the cheapest looking bottle. Because you look at tequilas, and we've talked about this all the time, they want to make this intricate BS bottles. They want to make it look all crazy. They want to do that. So a bottle like that gets immediately skipped over. And it's better than any of the Clase Azules. It's better than, I don't know, Patron, obviously. But you look at the bottle, you go, what is this? And it's $50. So
for a liter.
For a liter. And people go, I'm just going to get the George Clooney, which stinks. And it's full of additives.
Yeah.
But this, fantastic. And like I said, people get scared of it when I recommend it, and then I make them try it, and they go, wow, I'll take a bottle.
What's funny about tequila, one, you're getting sold on packaging, which I think goes for anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it does make a difference in your product choosing, because you may want to make an impression, you may feel this is a certain level of quality, you may feel like this agrees with you the best, and that's what I know, that's my go-to. But brands like this really more about the juice than really about the bottle.
Oh yeah.
And I think once you've tasted enough tequila and you taste them like Tapatio, you recognize like, hey, this is a great tequila. Right? This isn't sweet, this isn't thick, this isn't like candy-ish, not candy-ish, but like a thicker residual sugar kind of concoction where it's like more caramelly. I definitely don't like that. I like tequila like this. It's clean, pure. What's funny, I think, they paid $1 billion for Casamigos. And when Casamigos got sold, it was at a time where like people, like the number one guy I think was Patron. Right? Everyone just knows Patron, and that's what they buy. I say premium tequila. Every nightclub had Patron on their shelf. Now Casamigos comes in, you pay $1 billion for them, and they're the same kind of thing, just in a bigger format and with George Clooney's face in it. Then you have this whole rise of additive-free tequilas, which I wasn't on my radar 3 years ago. Now all you see online are brands like Cascanes, brands like Tapatio, La Gritona, Arete, Cimarron, Chitaleguas. All these companies pop up that are boutique, that are natural, that are organic or organic-ish, but have no additives. Would one of these go for $1 billion? I'm not really sure because maybe there's less money making to be had there, and that's maybe they felt like they can make a lot of money with George Clooney's, right? But I think how interesting it is of a drastic change from the mass marketed stuff to now stuff that's actually quality.
If something like this would go for $1 billion, they're gonna buy it, and then they're like, "We need more production. We're gonna throw additives in it, and it's gonna kill the."
It's like anything else in life.
Yeah.
The wrong people take control of it. The wrong company takes control of it, and they're just gonna milk it for as much money as possible. They're gonna sacrifice all the quality and just run that trajectory out. Whenever that peak, they'll get all their money back, and as it crashes, it'll just be butter until it goes out of business, or no one even drinks it anymore.
Now, as far as its taste, clean.
Let me pour some more.
It's a little sweet. I get like a little hint of pepper into it at the end.
Well, the viscosity of it is not water, but it's pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
On a Blanco tequila, I like that. Pepper, yeah, I can see that. On a black, maybe more like a green pepper.
I was thinking more black pepper, just like a little.
I don't get any. I mean, I guess so.
And again,
There's definitely some other kind of like spice in there.
that's the Fez test. No additives. My hands are not stickies. It's like as I use alcohol.
Joe, why are my hands clammy when someone brings them?
I love when he calls people out.
My hands are like glue.
I love when he calls people out. No,
Yeah.
it's additive free. I don't know, Joe. It's pretty stickies. And they just stand there. They don't know what to do.
I mean, the only way to really know is when you're using like a mass spectrometer to see what's in it exactly. But there's a nice test. And it's part of what we do when we're buying stuff like new tequilas, brands you haven't heard of. You know, you got to do these little things, like these little tricks that you know. Try to figure out if it's a good tequila or if it's just, you know, it's a bad day for you and everything tastes great and you're like, yeah, it's great, send it. And then you have a bunch of junk tequila on your shelf that I'm trying to get rid of now. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather seek out the good stuff and get you the good stuff.
Tapatio, I think, is the good stuff. I have not tried their añejo in their 110. Yeah, Blanco 110, which is overproof, I guess, right?
I gotta say the 110 don't sell at all. So maybe people don't know about it. Maybe we don't know how to sell it. So we have to crack it open and taste it and see what we could do with it. Because maybe if you're making a cocktail, it might be what you need versus the Blanco. You know
Maybe.
what? Crack it open. Let's figure it out right now. Let's figure it out. Why even question this? We're still good on time. 6 minutes left. 6 minutes.
Gotta remember to take this out of the inventory. This is fresh crack.
I'm gonna get all new ones.
I'm just gonna do very little. I'll do the old classic slide.
Don't crash into the
I'm
other
not.
bottle.
I'm gonna split the fucking center.
Oh,
Hell yeah, kid.
Oh shit. Dude, we gotta get chest cameras. I'm just gonna call
Body
them
cams?
body sliders or whatever.
I mean, the nose is. I mean, maybe is a little different than the other one. Maybe not. Maybe a little more like alcohol to the nose.
Right away, the better bottle design. You got like a foil cap, foil necker. This guy is a paper necker and a plastic cap. So it's a little bit more attention to quality, I guess, on that packaging. It's also a different bottle altogether.
I mean, it's a smaller bottle.
Smaller
as well,
bottle.
So.
I don't know if the 750s that they sell are like this.
I'm getting just. I might be getting high off the tequila. Who you putting the? You blocking your camera there, there you go. How do we taste? How do we like? Always nervous about something. Yeah, higher proof. Definitely not as smooth.
They're like jalapeno on the nose.
Yeah, this has a lot more pepper and like not like black pepper. I got like that. Like not the flavor of a pepper, but the feeling, not the spice. I don't know how to explain it. Not the spice of a pepper, not the flavor. I have like, oh, I might have had a pepper earlier.
Wow.
It's still sweet though, but burns a lot more.
A lot more heat, obviously, but an explosion of spice in the tongue.
That's what I mean.
The roof of my mouth is on fire, but wow, there's a lot more flavor. It's like they just took this and just thinned it and made it more concentrate. I don't know if that's what they did, but I don't know if you can do that. I think you have to run it off the still.
A little hair of the dog that bit you, man.
Wow. This has so much more flavor.
The 110?
Yeah. It's literally concentrate.
I prefer the other one. A little, tone down the heat a little bit. A little more sweeter. But again, Tapatio, man. It's a sleeper in the tequila game.
I like this 110 better.
Damn.
It's got a lot more heat. I like the first one better. That's the first one. I like the second one. Wow.
Again, like I said, right off the bat, you said it too. Intensity of the pepper, that pepper kick.
It's like you had a hot pan with hot olive oil and you throw the steak in. It's just like, that's like the explosion of fucking flavor I got. Wow. That's amazing.
And that's a fifth. And that's, you have at $64.99, which is like,
so,
again.
50, 64, but less, you're getting more here. So this is really like a $80 bottle compared to this one, if you think in terms of jump in quality. If they were the same size, this would be $80 for a liter compared to this $50 one.
Our salesman for this, I would always express my frustration with the label and the bottle itself. And he put it the best way. He goes, I was like, I have to introduce people to this. I have to taste them on it. They look at it and they move on to the next bottle because just of the bottle design. And he goes, you're right. The pretty girls get asked to dance. And I was like, damn, I like that saying. Because nobody asked me to dance. So
I mean,
I'm not one of the pretty girls.
It's a really good analogy. Yeah, it's a really good analogy. But, they're all fun at the end of the day.
But they're the best dancers.
Who, the Mexicans?
The ugly broads.
Oh, well, I guess so.
We love all of them here. We love the uglies, the pretties,
the fezzes.
The fezzes. And now's the nightcap.
All right, so now we're going to do a little funky one. This Coca-Cola Zero Oreo flavored. You might be saying, why are you people taking this?
It's been a hot topic between Anthony and Joey for the last couple of weeks.
So this is Coca-Cola's version of soda with Oreo.
Just give me a very little bit of that, please.
Now,
okay.
Me, think back to the episode with the Doritos flavored. All right, and you're tasting it, you're like, what? I don't want to say it's the same thing.
Okay.
Obviously, you're gonna judge it. You're gonna be your own judge.
I mean, the Doritos vodka.
But I thought it was like just like the Doritos vodka. It's the first thing I thought of. I was like,
no, this smells like someone took an Oreo and crunched it up in a
Coke Zero.
In a Coke Zero, yeah. One of my favorite Cokes. I don't drink soda almost ever.
It's also interesting, right? Because you're like, oh, I'm comparing something that's $50 a bottle now to $1.58.
Yeah, and one's clean and the other one's full of whatever.
God knows
chemicals.
what's in here. God knows. God knows. This is
I don't drink soda often, but one of my favorite sodas was the vanilla Coke.
I like vanilla Coke.
It's kind of like that on the nose.
Let it sit before you brash to judge it.
I know.
Let it sit in your tongue a little bit, and think about when you eat an Oreo and that first initial crunch, right? Like you're cracking that Oreo, and like your saliva is mixing obviously with everything that's in there, and you start breaking it down. That's kind of like what I think they were shooting for. Was right after you crack that Oreo.
I get a little bit of the Oreo.
All right. Well, we have some Oreo to eat after to taste. I don't want to ruin give any spoilers for it.
Oh, okay, now I'm getting the Oreo.
But just think about this point when you.
Okay, I got the Oreo now. I mentioned the vanilla Coke. It tastes like vanilla Coke, but that aftertaste sitting on the tongue now. It's a little bit of that. Oh, like I had Oreo before. It's just chilling. What do you think about this, Joseph?
It definitely tastes like Oreo. Okay, now you do the real thing, right?
This is what this podcast is about, man. Just
Now you take the Oreo, right? Now you chomp it.
I think the soda's a little sweeter than the Oreo.
But try to think, what part of your Oreo journey are they trying to mimic?
I think you're right. The end part.
You think the end? I think the beginning when you first crunch onto the Oreo.
I think the end, like when it's just all kind of washing away and settling. Because the soda, you get that soda flavor. Once that's washed away, I got like, oh,
Taste them now after you had the Oreo, and see how, see what you think about it.
I think it's the end still. And I'll tell you why, because the soda, the fizzy, it like screws everything up. I think at the end, I think it's
Now the fizz really pops through after you had the Oreo.
overpowers with the fizz, so it hits you. I'm like, oh, this is soda. And now that it's gone, I go, is that from the soda or is that from the Oreo I ate?
But does it taste more like soda now, or does it taste more like Oreo after you had the Oreo? It tastes more like Oreo to you.
Yeah.
It tastes more like soda to me.
See, no, it's soda. I feel the soda. But now, maybe because I had the Oreo still sitting on my tongue, I don't know. That's what we should have did with the Doritos vodka. We should have freaking Doritos.
Well, now we could mess around with it next time. But you see how you can like twist your palate, like the perception of it. Right? If you had like an Oreo before the soda, would the soda taste like the Oreo, or would it taste more like soda? Like you had it from the beginning, like you twisted it after having it. The same can happen when you're buying liquor. You got to be really careful. Like you have to really make sure this thing is quality, because who knows where you are when you go to taste it.
I mean, I've tasted wines before. I'm like, this is my favorite wine, and then I'll get it. I'm like, and with anything, it could be with a food, it could be with an alcohol. You could be in a giving mood. You can, and then when you try, you're in a sour mood, and you're like, I kind of don't like this.
Why don't you close this one out?
All right, let's close it out. Let's wrap it up. Thanks for everyone listening. Don't drink soda. It's not good for you. Buy tequila instead. It's probably better for you, I would say. Yeah, until next time. Enjoy.